Okay. So responsibilities in a nutshell, or in brief, the main responsibilities of PCI Council, PCI SSC, is PCI DSS standard, PA DSS standard, P2PE standard, PTI POS standard, PTS HSM, PTS PIN, and supporting documents. They are kind of responsible for designing the standards. They maintain a roster of QSAs, that is PCI QSAs, PA QSAs, 3DS QSAs, PCIPs, QIRs, ASVs, validated payment applications, PTS devices, and P2PE supporting solutions. They are responsible for creating the council FAQs. They have a detailed section on FAQs, and if for additional reading, I would strongly suggest and recommend that you visit the council's website and at least go to the FAQs in which they have answered many of the questions. Plus, they are responsible for designing education and outreach programs. They conduct PCI DSS trainings, they conduct PA DSS trainings. There are classroom sessions for EA DSS, there are online sessions as well. So, it is the responsibility of PCI councils to provide education and training programs. And also, responsibility lies like participating organization membership, who is membership of membership, community meetings. They held different community meetings, they hold town hall sessions, they get feedback from various QSA companies and things like that. Basically, the reaching out to entire world. And they were recently going to have a town hall session and classroom based training in India, Mumbai. It was on 23rd, 24th, 25th of April during that time. But due to this corona, they have reshifted it most probably to December, the town hall session. They are basically doing it across the world. There will be coming up sessions in different parts of the world, and in India it was there last year. Again this year they were going to have it in April, but now they will be having it in December. Okay, so feedback. Who all and how they contribute to PCI security standards or PCI councils. Okay, uh, industry associations, compromise of trends, like industry association, like different industries that come together and provide information to council. Compromise trends, if there is a lot of compromise happening due to a certain vulnerability or exploit, that is reported to council, so that the new technology or the new kind of vulnerabilities or the new mechanism is embedded in the new upcoming security standard. Questions that are asked to the council from time to time. Okay, we also, as a QSA, we also pose many questions to council from different time to time. Like if we have queries, if we have doubts, if we have customer queries which are coming up, then we pose it to council. Security information group input. Okay, there are different groups which are basically SIG, which are responsible for different level of securities for different industry security mechanisms. They design security controls, etc. They provide input to council from time to time. Webinars and PCI SSA presentations. This is one of the things which we are doing. Okay, any questions which are kind of unanswered or which may require council's input, we pose it to the council. We try to get an answer from them, and subsequently they also try to cover it in their training, or they try to cover it in upcoming presentations or upcoming standards which they define. Direct feedback from payment brands. Okay, council also receives direct feedback. All the brands, Visa, Master, Amex, they directly pose questions, they directly give feedback, they directly provide inputs to council. They consider that also. Proactive feedback from QSAs, ASVs, and POs. So as a QSA company or as a QSA individual, we also try to provide feedback, like there are certain times there are challenging things which we try to, as a QSA individual QSA and as a QSA company, we try to get in touch with the standard. We try to give them feedback. We try to have their inputs. We try to give them information so that that can be incorporated in coming standards or upcoming versions. Community meetings, the town halls. Okay, which happens from time to time. As I mentioned, in April there was a community meeting from council which got if there is a community meeting, town hall session, yes, you can register. I got a question that any community where we can join to get latest feed from PCI SSC. Yes, you can get latest details from the PCI Security Standard Council's website. From time to time, they provide information on when the next community meeting is going to happen, when the next town hall session needs to be, conducted. They provide information on that, and anybody and everybody can register. But it's up to the council to provide the authorization and registration confirmation. So once you get the confirmation, you can attend the town hall session, which is most probably going to happen in December. Advisory board, as I mentioned in the previous slide, there is an advisory board consisting of community companies or community participating organizations. They also provide inputs to PCI Security, council regarding various happenings, regarding various developments that are happening in the industry, and as a collective collaboration from all of these, okay, council decides what will come in the next standard, what will be going into the FAQs, what will be going the guidelines. Okay, roles and responsibilities that come under the SSC or PCI Council. Okay, major card brands. Each major brand has their own PCI compliance program or had their own compliance program, own responsibility for enforcement of PCI and issues fine to acquiring banks or payment processors. Uh, Acquiring banks, credit card processors, processes payment card transactions. It can be a debit card or a credit card transaction. Serve as a proxy for brands to enforce PCI. Okay, the banks will enforce each and every service provider, payment gateway, or other entities as applicable to enforce PCI DSS. Merchants, there are different classifications of merchant, which we will be probably seeing it on day 3. They are classified as L1 to L4 basis on the number of transactions that they process. All merchants level have to comply with PCI. We will see in details when we see on day 3. For L1, you need to have an on-site audit, plus there are certain additional controls which you need to implement. If you're an L4, depending upon the number of transactions, you can either sign an SAQ or have an on-site audit. The choice, depends on the entity, which we'll study in details on day 3. Compliance requirements and validation procedures vary by level for each merchant. Now, PCI Security Standards Council, they maintain PCI DSS standards. Okay, they provide training and they provide a major, forum for all the stakeholders. Okay, they are a group, or they are, the forum which is responsible for designing standards, maintaining standards, and providing training as and when necessary. Assessors. Okay, we are a QSA company, QSAC as a company. Additionally, the individual who is auditing or who is certifying your infrastructure needs to be a QSA. Okay, so I am a QSA. Vamsi is a QSA. We have other few QSAs in our company. So only a QSA can conduct a PCI DSS audit, and he can certify and sign the AOC. Approved scanning vendors. These are vendors who do external vulnerability scanning on your infrastructure. They scan your information, they scan your systems, they can scan your servers, and provide you whether you are, a pass or you getting a pass or a fail status as your outcome of your scanning exercise. Third-party consultants. Okay, any third-party consultants who joins the PCI program or who is conducting PCI audit under the guidance of a QSA. The QSA has to lead the PCI DSS audit, but he can have various consultants under him or her as a as a supporting body. Service providers processes, store or transmit cardholder data on behalf of merchants classified level as 1 to 3. We will see it in details. Any company, okay, supporting or helping merchant to conduct business can be classified as service provider, which Vamsi mentioned in details in the earlier slides. Please note that arrow represented primary PCI compliance driven relationships or other relationships they may exist. Okay, so cards are directly connected to acquiring banks, credit card processor, merchants, service providers, and assessors. Council is an independent body, okay, which is majorly responsible for designing the standards. This is an overview of various standards that are defined by the PCI Security Council. Okay, protection of cardholder payment data. These are various standards which are drafted and which are enforced from time to time. For manufacturers, the main standard which would be applicable would be PCI PTS, pin transaction security. These manufacturers are mainly manufacturing POS devices, etc. Software developers. If you are into software development, the major standard that would be applicable to you would be PCI PADSS standard, if you are developing an application which will handle transactions, payment transactions, then PADSS is the standard which would be applicable to you. Software vendors, other than software developers, who are also into other kind of software, not only payment application, PCI SSF would be applicable to them. Software security, secure life cycle standard, which is a new standard relatively as compared to the others, and council is kind of encouraging and enforcing it to be followed across industries wherever there is software development or software vendors coming into the picture. Merchants and processors and also service providers, PCI DSS secure data security standard, which is PCI DSS. The major focus of this exercise is we'll be focusing on PCI DSS standard. So this is in a nutshell. There are different security standards which are provided and guided by council. Okay, PCI, card industry security standard, the different kind of the hierarchical or chart-wise structure. They provide pin security, card production, where cards are actually printed, embossed. They provide guidance on card production, which is logical. There are a lot of wallets or virtual cards which are currently also into the market. Token service provider, payment application data security standard, PIN transaction, hardware security module, which is HSM, point-to-point encryption, PIN transaction security, point of interaction, POS, PCI 3DS software development kit, PCI software-based entry point on PCI 3DS secure code. So basically, these are all various standards which are drafted and provided and guided by the council,